So what is going on, everyone? It's Kieran the Barber here once again. Today I'm cutting my little man's hair. This is my 3-year-old son Riley, and I'll be honest, he's absolutely amazing when he's getting his hair cut. It's taken a while, but he actually asks now for haircuts. So yeah, I'm gonna go through this step by step with you, and I really hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you want to see next. Excellent.
Oh, you have a cold.
My hands are cold, sorry.
Oh, I saw cats in my corner.
Okay, so you hold still. Okay, from this point I start with a number 2. Just to remove bulk, so as you can see, because what we're doing is we're going to put in a sort of surgical part with 2 slits in, because that's what he asks for. So we're going to do that, but first we need to remove the bulk with a number 2. So I would say with children, just honestly, just speak to them like they're adults. That's what I do with Riley. That's what I've always done with having his hair cut. Don't need to speak to him like a child, and you don't need to fear them. Some children will be scared of hair, like haircuts, but others will be fine, and you just need to adapt to a situation. Riley hated having his hair cut at first, so when Riley was having his hair cut, what we used to do was we used to stick on the iPad, stick on a movie. Hence why I have a TV in my shop, just because if kids are in, I'll stick on Peppa Pig, Paw Patrol, stuff like that, just to take their mind off things, put their mind at ease a little bit. Now here I'm going to be using my Slimline Pro LIs. The reason why I love my LIs is because they're just, I haven't gapped, these are the ones I haven't gapped. I've got one with a pair that I have gapped and one that I haven't gapped. I don't gap these ones because they're for children only. And as you can see, I have my resting finger resting on Riley's ear, so I know that I'm not pushing in too deep, so therefore it's not scratching him or it's not hurting him, it's not making him feel uncomfortable whatsoever. Always make sure you have your resting finger somewhere, which is my middle finger, so then when you're going through the haircut, you can tap very, very softly on the hair without disturbing the child.
Am I nearly all done?
No! Of course you're not nearly all done. I haven't even started yet. So now using my Zero Guard, I'm just gonna start this skin fade off. The reason why I use the Zero Guard is because it's a lot easier and a lot safer, because it has a slight rounded edge instead of using the no guard, just open. So what I'm doing is I'm going from a number 0 to a 1, and I'm flicking between the 1 and 1 open, 1 close, just to fade that in, sort of a like smoother transition to what I want. And then we're going to start working on the other side. But as you can see, I'm being really delicate. I'm not pushing the hair in or anything like that.
Right.
Where?
I have ring.
Yeah. Start with my Zero Guard again. Repeat the exact same, but just come slightly higher to where the line would be on the surgical part. Just because we've got no surgical part to deter the sort of 1 from the 0, so we have to blend that all in and out. But as you can see, just be really, really delicate. Obviously, as a child's hair, don't push them or ruffle about. Like, I just try and take things nice and slowly. Let kids do what they want. If they want to itch their necks, let them itch their necks. So then going, opening the one guard, just coming all the way up around the right side and the back. Just making sure that's all faded in nice and neatly. Just slowly coming from a one open to a one close, just making sure that line just gets out.
Daddy, I want to go double-decker bus.
Oh, you want to double-decker bus?
Yeah.
So now just a little bit of clip over comb. Just because before I start scissor cutting, I just want to remove that main bolt just on my clippers because it's a lot easier when the kid is moving. Clippers are so much easier for me personally. And then scissors are just very safe.
You were part of this bus station?
Yeah.
What, and get a double-decker bus? You want to sit on top of a double-decker? Yes? Where's Riley? Where is he?
Yeah.
Riley, don't move your head. Yeah, Riley's getting his hair cut.
Great job, everybody.
Daddy. It's finished.
Right.
Oh. There's a Hulk! There it is. There they are. How do it now?
Oi,
Now
what
this
time
is where
have
it
you
gets
got
kind of
chocolate?
tricky, is
Yeah.
where I use my Slimline Pro Allies
Really
to
not
start going
loud.
around the ears and stuff like that.
Hold them
This
loud
you
then.
have to use the very corner, make sure
but
your
I
clippers
am.
are not
Oh, you're
zero
allowed
gap,
them.
No, I'm not.
very,
I am not.
very gentle. Because if I ticklish or it's painful, you'll get different reactions from different children. You just have to make sure that you,
Stop!
let's say, I'll let Riley do what he wants to do.
Calm down.
I'm just gonna go around his ear. I'd say he's more concentrating on like the Avengers and stuff like that.
You can be a big brave boy.
But
Daddy.
you just have to be very, very soft and just take your time. I book out as much time as a kid as I do an adult. I know some people put kids in, if you do it, say, some people book an hour for adult and half an hour, 20 minutes for
Look,
children.
watch
I book
this.
children the
Concentrate on
exact same
this.
time as I do adults. Even though they pay less,
Dave's going to do one more
they're
time.
young,
There
and I
we
still
go.
take
See
as
that
much
one?
time on the
Can we do
hair.
that?
Because stuff like this is needed
Right.
where you need to be very, very soft, very gentle.
Okay, one side down.
That's fine.
That's okay, yeah?
So this is where we start to struggle sometimes with kids upon their necks. they hate their necks being touched. Their shoulders go up, and it's therefore really hard to get a straight line on the back of their neck. Like, I try it first because Riley sometimes he lets me, sometimes he doesn't. So today he's not having it. His shoulders go straight up.
Shoulders
not in their neck at all. So what I decided to do is instead of putting a straight line, what I'll do is I'll just taper that back out because there's still a little bit of hair there. So what I'll do is the big clippers feel a lot more comfortable than the slim lines. They don't tingle, so I'll just taper that out.
It's what, mate?
There's always a solution.
Hair on it. You don't get hair on you, do you?
But I'll just cut my hair by myself.
You don't cut your own hair?
Where's the camera? There, oh, I've got line. I'll go it on the other way.
No, I haven't got any nails, mate. Just one line.
Yeah, I'll have on one spot. How?
So now cutting the top of the hair, and children will move, so you just have to follow their head. It's like, the way I tell people when they're learning it, it's like cutting hair on a roller coaster. You don't know which way you're going to go, you don't know if it's going to be a fast movement or a slow movement, but what you do know is you just have to go with it. Relax your fingers, relax your grip, don't hold on to a grip, because what happens is if a kid moves and you've got his hair nice and tight, it's going to pull. So what I tend to do is I do a nice loose grip, and if the child decides to pull out, then it's fine. Like, the hair will just go with it, and we'll just pick up the section from where we left off. Just take your time. So I'll be honest, it was quite late when I was doing this video. It was probably about 7:30 at night when his bedtime is at 8. So I didn't really want to wet his hair down because he was having a bath anyway, so I didn't really want to wet his hair down and blow dry it. So what I did was I just used some styling powder just to give it some slight texture before we actually washed it all out, and then a little bit of wax. But usually what I do with Riley's hair is we usually, if he's going out in the morning, I'll wet it down, I'll put some sea salt spray in there, I'll grab a hairdryer without the nozzle on, and we'll real curl it up and make it real messy. So this is just an example of sort of how his hair, to be fair, sits quite well anyway.
That smells nice. Smell. That doesn't smell nice. What does it smell of?
Socks.
Smells like socks.
Yeah. Why are your feet so inside it?
Smells like stinky socks.
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
Oh, there's balls up there. There is.
There's balls, yeah.
Yeah, up there.
Yeah, Ryan, the cat, didn't you?
Huh?
The adoption agency person has to be there and see what it is.
Just look at the camera. Head up, look at the camera.
Surprise line. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna go drive to the shelter right now. Alright,
Hang on.
Why?
Oh no, give me 2 seconds. We're going to play spinning.
Play spinning.
Right, look at the camera.
Love spinning.
Sit up. So, I know you love spinning, so sit up.
We can both sit.
Spin you then. Now, can you look in the camera? Look in the camera. Look at the camera. Now, can you do a wink in the camera? Thumbs up.